Hey, what's up, guys? So this video is pretty simple and pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna show you guys how I do like an SMT. I don't do it often, but today I did it and it was this great short. When you do SMTs, it's great to look at higher time frames like the 15 minute or the 5 minute, not necessarily the 1 minute, the three, because then you'll see SMT like almost every direction, right? Um, So you guys could clearly see this was today's session. Today was February 23rd. Today was the New York session. We caught this downtrend, and in order to catch, so if you understand, this is a downtrend model, right? We're going straight down. We pushed back up. We broke structure here. Could have longed this. I believe Rising called a long from the 70s or somewhere around here, somewhere around the 70s right here. He called a long and it printed right, and then I gave the short. The reason why I knew this short was coming is because if you guys see this screen, this side of the screen is MNQ, this side of the screen is ES, right? So an SMT is when one takes the high while the other one doesn't. So I'm on the 15-minute chart for both. This is the high of the 15-minute. You guys see this line right here? It's a red line. This is the high of that 15 minutes, and this is the high of this 15 minutes, right? So clearly on this side, on the ES, you guys could see this green candle took the high here. However, here we didn't take the high and we failed to take the high, right? So that's called a bearish SMT. So when one sector takes the high while the other sector doesn't. So you see that? You see how the lines are? You see how the lines are straight up and this was the lines are straight down. So that's called a bearish SMT. When you're at the high, this is how you find the play for reversal. So, and also think about it this way, right? You're also inside a 15-minute bearish gap, correct? So you have an SMT with a 15-minute bearish gap within, right? So now you just go down to the lower time frame. You're looking for a trade to enter. So usually how I like to enter trades is on a 1 minute inversion. So I could use this 1 minute inversion right here. I believe I called this out right below 96. We'll take a short. So this was the level that I was looking for shorts. There's SMT, there's my trade. All I need to do is wait for this level to close below, targeting the high point of this liquidity, which is right here. This is the major liquidity because this was the highest wick out of all these, and as well as right here, this is also a good liquidity level. So these two, I believe I called it out exactly. This one, stop loss was, I believe, like 50 points, targeting these lows. All right, so all we're doing is waiting for this 1 minute closure. So you see how there's no closure yet? So you guys got to remember how I trade. There's no closure below. This is just wicked in and then wicked right back out, right? So there's no closure. We're waiting for a candle to close below. So right there, go back up. Boom. We get the close. We get the retest. Enter confidently, right? Take the short, right? Stop loss could be at this high, right? And then TPs is down here. And you could, of course, scale in as you go. And let's just play this out. You guys see how this is just going in our favor. Boom, right there. 60 points. And that's how you catch an SMT with the 1 minute inversion, right? Because remember, it's a bearish inversion. So it's a bearish SMT. So that means you should be looking for a 1 minute fair value gap, a bullish fair value gap to get inversed, right? So once we get this inverse, we got the closure here. This is the main difference how people get tricked in. You see how there's no closure here, but there's a body closure here. You get a retest, you enter the trade, right? Stop loss is either at the high or you could do 50 points. So I put a stop loss at the highs, and then I had two major liquidity 1 and liquidity 2 right there. And that is right there is called a bearish SMT diversion with the 1 minute inversion fair value gap to enter the trade. Very simple, very easy model. There was no neckline model here. It was just straight SMT. And I've been doing it here and there, but it's been working out very nicely and very smoothly. Because you can also see, look, on the right side, you guys see ES is also dropping as well. So you could take both if you wanted to, but the one I would take is the one that didn't make the high, because now you know where to put that stop loss, right? And you just go from there. And I like to trade MNQ better. So it's more money worth. So you got it right there. Boom, straight down. 64 points was delivered for the community.